gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Target. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, check 24. 17. Switch. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Deuce.
Lance looking to throw it. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. He's checking. He's crash.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance, the screen pass here to Cohen. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Now Lance. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Three and a half to go, first quarter. Dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well at work for this team.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the give, this is Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year? A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Good punt.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and 9. From the end zone, Watson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But their hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
7-7, our score after 1. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Eckler running it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Both of you stink.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On first down, Lance. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And some room to work.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. downs to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. On the move to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's the backup Keenum. Into the secondary past the 40. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Keenum. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Keenum now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On play action, Lance. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
And Lance now to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will find his man Ruggs. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
48. Hey, we got Mike for 48 right now. Let's go. This is party now. Mike 48. Mike 48. You must be.
A final shot before half for Lance. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will be a touchback as that's...
It's a game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Check nickel. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Watch the shit.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check, lucky. Hey. Check 50, check 50.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Watson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. The handoff, it's Eckler. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
2nd and 11. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Eluding the pressure right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Let's go, defense. Switch gears.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Alert, alert. 3 down. 46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. Focus, defense.
And they'll go for it. Lance. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he is out of bounds here. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. No. Hey, 31. Small. No.
They'll run it with Mack. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They get this out left. He's got his man.
My boy been ballin' lately.
It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off of play action, here's Lance. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Gotta get the ball out quick, brother.
And here's another 1st and 10.
Lance awareness is not there yet.
Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 22. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Lance. Flush to his right, and Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. First down, a run with Cohen. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Lance. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got his man complete. And they finally...
Somebody is going quarterback in this next draft for sure. His name is Cory Dixon.
It still bombs away, and frankly, It's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes.
My boy David been looking real elite lately.
And past the 35. Dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Watson. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.